Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna show you all the sharpeners in my collection. So some of them are from my starting days, some I bought just recently. My first sharpening stone was this one. I can't tell you what it is or where it's from because it just was in my parents' kitchen drawer since like forever, and one day I just took it and sharpened my Mora knife, and that started all this basically. It's super fine, it's very soft and not very useful actually. Then I got into the Amazon sharpening stones since I needed something a bit bigger and more aggressive. At this point I had these in a few videos already, and I can't really recommend them for just the reason that the grids are just made up and a lot of them have defects or weird behavior when grinding. If I would buy an entry-level stone again, I would look at something from Scarpa. I think they look pretty good. You get info about what they are made of, which is always nice, and for me at least tells them that they are confident in what they make, and they have a very competitive pricing. If you want to spend a bit more money on something, then you can look at some Japanese sharpening stones, like this one, or some from Naniwa, I think is a very popular brand. They are a lot harder and usually more aggressive, and they also have the benefit that you don't need to pre-soak them in water. They are just, you can put some water on top, but they don't need to soak for 5 minutes, which is really handy if you just want to give your knife a quick touch-up. So another entry-level product that I can recommend even more is this Lansky sharpening kit. These were my first proper stones, and with the included knife guide it makes learning how to do sharpening very easy, just to get an idea about what you actually need to do. It's also the most versatile piece of equipment that I have because it allows you to bring the tool to your workpiece, and that just makes it really handy for gardening tools, side cutters, for axes and stuff like this. And they also make them in a diamond variety like this one, which are really great because they're super aggressive and they are the most useful ones if you have to sharpen a lot of tools. When I started to do sharpening professionally and I had to do a lot more knives at once, I bought this Workshop multi-sharpener. I chose it because it uses belts and has very versatile attachments like this one, which they create a really nice convex edge. It's also way faster than every manual sharpener that you can use, and it's really important if time is money for you. A lot of other electric sharpeners like these Chef's Choice ones and their offspring, and also these whetstones, they just ruin your blades. I've repaired so many knives at this point that have been ruined by them that I really, if you want to go for something faster and electric, I would go with one of these kinds. At last, let's get to the diamond sharpeners. The ones I have are mostly made by DMT, like these three, and also the made by Timo as a little experiments, and these ones you can get from Amazon. These are used to flatten sharpening stones, normal bench stones. And they are great for sharpening stainless steel and powdered steel knives, which are super tough. Another benefit is that they hold their shape, which is super important for scissors, woodworking tools, and different types of machine blades. I also use lots of these cone sharpeners for sharpening bread knives, as I found that this is the only proper way to sharpen the individual teeth, and just don't not only sharpen them from the backside like some other companies do that I have also had a lot of knives where basically none of the actual grind was left and it was pretty much a normal knife because they ground all of the stuff away. And they last for about 150 knives. My diamond stones are also all pretty much all the way pretty coarse. The finest ones I have are a 325 match, like the blue side on this one and this one. since that's enough for machine knives, and other knives can be polished on a normal bench stone afterwards, after you got them the initial grind. And of course, we mustn't forget the leather strop. This one I made myself out of an Amazon strap and a piece of wood. I would actually recommend going with a purpose-built leather strap and not an old belt, because the belts are usually very fragile and they on the rough side, and they like to disintegrate. On this one I have some stropping compound made by Scapa. It's a pretty fine one, but it gave me pretty good results all the way. And you can also use them to polish the entire knife, so to shine it up a little bit and make them look a bit more nice after you give them back to your customers. That was it for this video. If you have any other favorite sharpening tools that weren't in my collection, then consider leaving a comment and tell me about it, so I can maybe take a look at them in a following video. If you learned something and found the video interesting, then also consider subscribing and giving the video a like, and then I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.